People decide to start therapy for different reasons. And it might not have even been your idea to start therapy in the first place. For example, if a family member or friend suggested it. Regardless of whether it was your idea or if someone else set this up, it can be helpful to be prepared for the first session. When you think of therapy, what kinds of things come to mind? For some people, they think of laying down on a couch and telling a therapist all about their dreams while the therapist makes notes and encouraging noises. More commonly, you will be in a room with the therapist, a trained mental health professional, and will be sat in chairs talking to each other. As the therapist gets to know you, they will likely have a number of questions for you. These could include: what has been difficult for you? What have you noticed that has changed? What would you like to have go better in your life? What are your strengths, or what do you enjoy doing? What do you find more challenging? They will also ask you about symptoms in order to help them understand where treatment might need to focus. This could include questions about mood, anxiety, appetite, sleep, motivation, hearing voices or seeing things that others don't see, behavior, relationships, thoughts of self-harm or suicide. It might feel weird talking about these things at the beginning with a complete stranger, but remember, this is their job, and they have met lots of different people with all kinds of different experiences. It is unlikely that you are going to tell them anything that surprises them. Even so, your therapist will understand that it might feel uncomfortable to open up at first and should be willing to go at your pace. In the first session, the therapist should also review the rules around confidentiality with you. Generally, this means what the therapist can and can't say to people outside of the therapy room. The rules vary depending on your age, so it is a good idea to talk to them about that and make it clear what you feel comfortable sharing with other members of your family. Regardless of age, though, the therapist is required to break confidentiality if they are concerned that you might hurt yourself or someone else, if you tell them of a child who is at risk of being hurt, or an older adult over 65 who is at risk of being hurt. As you prepare for your first session, you might also want to make a list of questions you want to ask the therapist. These might be topics that are important to you about your treatment, or might be questions that will help you know if the therapist is a good fit for you. Some therapists might be more open about their lives than others, depending on the type of training they have, and they will be keen to make sure the session is about you. Some examples might be: have you treated other people with similar problems that I have? How long do you think we will need to meet? What do you have to share with my family? What will be kept confidential? How do I get a hold of you if there is an emergency? Remember, therapy takes time, and if you don't feel the first session went well, it might be worth giving it another go and letting the therapist know your concerns. Preparing for the first session can help you feel more relaxed about treatment, and this can help you get the most out of therapy, ensuring that you are on the road to recovery as quickly as possible. Visit myteam.org for more information on how to help a loved one. Written by Kate Hardy,